What's happening, guys? So I'm back with another one, and this time it's another reaction.
Again!
Yes, and this time I'm going to be reacting to Lee Gunner.
Again!
On Saeed's stream. Now, I've literally only just watched this segment of the stream because Saeed Clips channel put it on. So I thought, well, I need to give my two bit of input on that, right? So I'm on the full stream on his main channel now, and I'm just wanting to react to that segment. And the segment is about Lee Gunner wanting to would keep Arteta if Arteta was to win the League Cup this season. So if Arteta finishes the season with just the Carabao Cup, nothing else, Lee Gunner will be like, keep him, because he's done what he's supposed to do, win trophies. So we're going to react to that, and I'm going to give my thoughts on it and everything like that, and obviously react as we go on. So let's talk about it. I'm sick of them sweatsuits and them corny hats. Let's talk about it. So let me share my screen, and let's get started.
What you're telling me? It's rattled you, bro. No, it's irrelevant. No, you literally drew that. It's irrelevant, but it's still funny that it's rattled. I can't gas up manager, but you can gas up that the 3%. When you go from 13 to 13, I know we're not good. No, we're nothing. I want my manager sacked for 5 years since before he got the job. Yeah, you can't cook me. Bro,
anyway, can you say, because I'm pretty sure I heard you on stream say before that when Arteta doesn't win the league, you're Arteta in at the end of the season.
No. What I actually said.
No, that's what you said. You said you're going to go all the way out.
No. It's Black Hole. If you're going to call it. He said if Carabao said, listen, wait. What I said was, if he wins a trophy this season, he can stay. That's Saeed's point gone, right? Because it's about trophies. And the thing that George just brought up, George, I said, as soon as this fan base universally agreed that he's no good anymore, I'm not telling you. Yeah, because anything this fan base do en masse and they universally agree on it, yeah, I go the opposite way, right? I'm always fucking right when doing it. Yeah. As soon as they want him out, no, trust the process.
I just got something he said. It's so, and I think you got a good chance of winning this particular trophy. If you win the Carabao and win nothing else,
keep him.
You want to keep him.
Keep him.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, some people might look at it and say,
"What the fuck, y'all? God damn! I've seen him do it."
I mean, some people might be like, Me personally, right? I mean, you guys know how I feel about Arteta being a manager and everything like that and blah, 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 right? And me and Lee Gunner were on the same page about practically everything, right? But if Arteta just wins me the EFL Cup this season, I still want him gone. Because I'm looking at the past 4 seasons, right? When this guy has thrown away these same trophies, right? The chances of winning these trophies, he's thrown them all away, right? I've been crying for a double of any kind for a while now because I've seen teams around me win doubles, right? Or get to a couple of cup finals in a season, right? I've been seeing that. And especially after the last 2 seasons, 93% of the time, top of the league, didn't win it. Didn't win anything that season. And then last season, and we came away with the shield, and I know people don't value that, but you get what I'm saying. For me, if he wins 2 trophies, that's when I'll say Arteta can stay. Just winning 1 for me. If he wins the title this season and says, right, I'm going to leave now because I think that this is as far as I can take it, fine. I'm not going to step in his way. If he wins the Champions League this season, again, same scenario, wins the Champions League, just the Champions League, and he says, right, I've took an Arsenal, this is the sky's the limit now. Can't take any further than that. I'd be like, fine. If he wins just the FA Cup, which I believe he will, and then he decides to walk, fine. If he wins the EFL Cup and walks, fine. It's if he wins 2 trophies of any kind, so it could be the EFL Cup and Champions League, EFL Cup and the FA Cup, EFL Cup and title, the title in Champions League, the title in the FA Cup, the FA Cup and EFL Cup, any of them doubles, any kind of double, that's when I'll say I'm Arteta in. That's the only thing that will have me Arteta in if he wins me 2 trophies this season. Because after the last few seasons, I think we're owed some sort of double of some kind. We saw Ten Hag come in to Man United, right? And you got him to 2 cup finals. Something Arsene Wenger's never done for Arsenal. We've seen Klopp take Liverpool to 3 cup finals in one season and win 2 of them. We've seen Pep do it. Look how many managers over the years we've seen him do it. So yes, that's where me and Lee gonna differ on this. Well, let me carry on.
It's trophies. It's crazy. It's not crazy. I'm not saying anything for every club. Okay, for every club, bro. If Klopp don't win anything, if Pep don't win anything in the next 2 seasons, bye-bye. He should be sacked. Atleti should have sacked Simeone a season and a half ago.
Even if he was a Carabao Cup, he should be sacked.
No, it's about trophies, bro. This is where.
No, I agree with him. I agree with Lee. It is about trophies, but for what I've just explained, that's why I still wouldn't even keep Arteta, even if he won the EFL Cup this season. Just the EFL Cup. Nope. For me, you have to give me 2 trophies. You have to give me 2 trophies. You know what I mean? This is like losing money all these years, right? I ain't losing money all these years to only get a little bit of it back. You know what I mean? I want more than that. Winning just 1 trophy for what we've done, compared to what we've done in the last 4 years, just winning 1 trophy this time round, it's like getting 100% of your money has been stolen, and then you get 10% of it back. No, fam, I won't want that. I won't want that. You know what I mean? So this is where we differ, but I agree with him. It is about trophies. Because I ain't one of those that's going to be like, oh, whoa, you know, devaluing and all that shit. But, no.
You speak about standards when you want him to win the biggest trophy available. Because
trophies.
No, but I want to win the league. But what he's built and the amount of time he's had in money, I know you want to out, but for what he's built, the amount of money he's spent, whatnot. With the Carabao Cup supplement, what the last 5 years has been, is that enough to keep? I don't think that's enough to keep.
Now, this is where I agree with, I don't know what that guy's name is. Now, this is where I'm in agreement more with him. Because even though I'm with Lee on this, which most of the time I make videos that involve Lee Gunner, I'm mainly on his side. It's called spade a spade, right? And while I agree it is all about the trophies, I'm sorry, but if you're giving me just the EFL Cup for doing all this, because let's face it, if it's just the EFL Cup, that means we're not winning the league again. With coming close the last 2 seasons, we don't think Pep's going to win it, which means it's either Klopp. It's either Slot or Maresca. You know what I mean? There's no way Jose Enrique, am I gonna be in acceptance of finishing behind any of those 2 managers? You know what I mean?
That'll be 2 trophies in 5 years. Yeah, it's not great.
The trophy thing, but no one cares about the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, nobody cares about the Carabao Cup. It's been infested by Sky Sports telling everyone top 4.
Yeah, that's a Spurs fan down there saying that. I mean, I hope you care about it, fam, because you man could do with a community shield at least. You know what I mean? That'll at least keep you man occupied. But this thing about nobody cares about the EFL Cup, I mean,
just help me to understand.
This is post 1992 brain again, where people have been sucked into the whole narrative about the EFL Cup being such a worthless trophy, and you know, all that shit. It's like, fam, give it a rip.
It's a mini trophy, bro. That's why Sky Sports are the biggest issue out there in football. They've been telling everyone for years the top 4 is more important than winning a cup. Yeah, this is why the cups have been dismissed. I've seen my team finish 10th and win a cup double. Yeah, did anyone give a shit? We finished 10th. No, we won 2 cups.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we all compare the size of our football clubs, don't sit there and argue with me that Chelsea are bigger based off the trophies won. The size of them. But I'll say we've won more trophies than you, so we're bigger. Yeah, same with Liverpool and Man United. You'll argue over trophies and all this. All comes to, sorry, I know you can't relate to it. Yeah. Right, but
Jeez.
Remember, it all comes back to trophies. Yeah, I don't care about anything else. Win me a fucking trophy. If we're not going to win the league, yeah, then win me a cup. Yeah,
right. And that's where I am, fam. If you ain't winning me the league, win me the Europa League, win me the Champions League, win me the EFL Cup, the FA Cup. Why aren't we going for those? We couldn't keep away from FA Cup finals. Arteta comes, gives us one, wins one, we never see one since. You know what I mean? Now he's got a chance to get us to another cup final. Now he's got a chance now. Get us the EFL Cup final. Because one thing I will say is if Arteta wins the EFL Cup for Arsenal, that'd be very impressive because Arsene Wenger couldn't do it, and he had 3 finals. Arsene Wenger, 3 finals he saw, and he couldn't win one of them. I lost one of them to Birmingham. I want people to let that sink in, right? Just let it sink in. We couldn't even beat Birmingham. Yeah. Couldn't even beat Birmingham. So one thing I'll give it to Arteta. If he wins the EFL Cup, it'll be impressive. It'll only be our 3rd EFL Cup in our history. But you know, that's one thing he's done that Arsene Wenger couldn't do. And I'll give him full credit. But I'd still want him out. Unless he can win me another trophy inside the season. If he leaves this season with the EFL Cup and the FA Cup, for example, you can stay. I mean, you can stay. I've been crying for a double of any kind for a while. Since Arteta came in, I've been like, cup double. So I never expected the league. But I don't think this guy can win us the league. So the only thing that's more realistic now is cup competitions. You know what I mean?
I know you love trophies, but that's a. If it was Carabao and something, I can hear why you wanted to stay. But I didn't know just Carabao was enough for you. 5 years. 5 years. Yeah, I didn't know Carabao.
Now, I will say it. I am a little bit surprised that him just after all this that we went through with Arteta, you know, 1 trophy in 5 years. After all this, that if he was to just win the EFL Cup, it surprises me a little bit that even Lee Gunner's like, you can stay. But Lee Gunner is standing on his square when he's saying it is about trophies. Let's face it, if Lee Gunner said, no, I'm still wanting to leave, I still want him to go, even if he wins me just the EFL Cup, we know he's going to get called out for not standing by the standards FC that people say that he is. because people say, "Oh, well, I thought it was about trophies," but he is standing on his square. But again, like I said, where me and him differ, we differ on this part. Because for me, he has to win a double of any kind. Sorry, when I'm seeing Slot, now I'm getting the names mixed up. When I'm seeing Klopp do it, Pep do it, Ten Hag do it, we've had to watch managers over the years do it.
I've seen him do it.
Get to 2 cup finals or more and win a couple. When I'm seeing that, I'm like, no, where's our slice? You know what I mean? Everybody else is getting that slice of cake and we're not getting it. Nah, fam, I want some too. Arsene Wenger couldn't get Arsenal to 2 cup finals in one season. He couldn't do that. He couldn't win a cup double like that. Now, he's won the better double, FA Cup and league titles, and that twice. But he couldn't get us to an EFL Cup final and a FA Cup final in the same season, or the EFL Cup final and a European Cup final, or an FA Cup and a European Cup final. You couldn't do that in the same season. Gerard Houllier won 3 cup finals with Liverpool. That's 2 Liverpool managers in the last, near 30 years that has took Liverpool to 3 cup finals in one season. One of them won all 3. The other one won 2 of 3. Di Matteo took Chelsea to 2 cup finals and won them both. Thomas Tuchel took Chelsea to 2 cup finals and won one of them in the same season. Pep has took Man City to 2 cup finals in one season. And won them. So no, sorry. I want ours now. I want ours. So you get me to 2 cup finals and you win them both, you can stay. If you don't do that, you can leave. And it will be these kind of settings. Where is it?
Get him out! Get him out!
You're doubling down. I can see what you're doing right now. You're doubling down because you're always banging about trophies. If you leave to the Carabao Cup and nothing else this season, you will not be satisfied.
Well, I said it all season.
You will not be satisfied.
I said it all season.
You went into this season expecting the league. Don't tell me you went into this.
Now, what I will say is Lee has been saying this all along, that, you win me a cup and I'll be happy. He's been saying that. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be here lying on anybody's name, but I've seen him do it. You know what I mean? He has stood by that. And I do believe that if Arteta was to leave the season with just the EFL Cup, I do believe Lee Gunnar will stand on what he said. And he'd be like, he won me a cup, so, But for me, at this point, a double. Any kind of double. Any kind. Like I said, out of the EFL Cup, FA Cup, Champions League, Premier League, any 2 of them you win inside one season, you can stay. You just win me 1, you can leave. You can still leave. Obviously, we know the Premier League and the Champions League is the bigger one, but like I said, if he decided to walk, I'd be like, it is what it is. Obviously, I'd be very happy either way. But, fam, after the last few seasons, winning 1 trophy, it's not gonna cure the heartbreak. 1 trophy won't do it after all that. At least 2. You know what I mean? I should be out here asking for 3. You know what I mean? But I ain't that greedy.
Like the league, I'm top 4 finish.
Expectation.
So I don't get good enough.
The trajectory you've been on, right, is for this manager to go win the league now. Because you've done it the past
Yes.
2 years.
No, that's what it's different. Yeah, I'm not saying all of this though. That's my point. I said at the start of the season, transfer window 0 out of 10. Yeah, I've also said at the start of the season we're in the top more race. I also said at the start of the season, win me a cup, you can say,
Hold on a minute.
yeah, I was
Give me standards. Hold on.
He said that going into the season, if he wins the Carabao, that's enough.
people in the chat that watch me on a regular basis, day in, day out, did I say everything up?
Why do you need to win the league?
Now, the only thing I'll challenge on of that is if Arteta wins the EFL Cup and finishes a point or two behind Slot or Maresca that wins the league after the last 2 seasons of us trying to win the league, that's where it will be interesting if Lee Gunnar does actually stand on his square and say, look, I'm still Arteta in because he won the EFL Cup. That's where it'll be interesting. Because that's the only context we have is Arteta just winning that cup and then nothing else this season. We're not looking at, well, who's going to win the league? You know what I mean? Because that'll be us failing to win the league again. And because we don't think Pep's going to win it, that means somebody else is going to win it. And it's like, well, you finished above everybody but Man City, did Arsenal. And if Man City aren't going to win it, and we don't win it, the chances are we're either still going to finish below Man City or we'll finish above Man City, but we don't win the league. So that will be interesting on how he would see it if that scenario played out.
Lee, I watch your content, but I don't win the league.
You should give him a pass by winning the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, pass. With your
I'm saying if he stays, if he wins the Carabao Cup, he stays, but if he doesn't win the league,
bro,
I don't get
how many times you tried to dismiss the League Cup? It's a trophy, bro.
No, it's not.
Just help me to understand.
Trying to dismiss the League Cup. It's a trophy, bro.
No, it's not.
You was at the final, bro. Why did you go?
I like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Facts. Why did you go? You know what I mean?
Gotcha, bitch.
Facts. Saeed was there. You know what I mean? We all saw it.
I've seen him do it.
We all saw Saeed. He was at the EFL Cup final when they beat Newcastle. We sat there with Andy Tate. They were both chilling, talking about who might win some more trophies this season, man. You know what I mean? The only thing we didn't see
I've
it.
seen him do it.
You know what I mean? We saw that. You know what I mean? These men had the pants down when Ten Hag was doing what he was. You know what I mean?
Let's go back a little bit.
A little bit, man. I don't get this.
You're grilling Saeed talking about standards, yeah? Yes, we understand trophies will take, all trophies will get 110%. But the bigger picture of this situation right now is Arsenal Football Club, right? Have been competing for the league. This is the third year you should be competing for the league, right? Whether you thought you wasn't going to do it this season, you thought top 4, whatever, the reality is that there was a massive expectation for Arsenal to win the league, right? Not for me, you spent a lot of money. You've been to.
It might not have been for you, Lee, but overall, the expectation for Arsenal, especially after 2023 season, was that, okay, this season will be the one that you win the league. So even though you might not have expected it, the expectations was there on Arsenal. Therefore, to what Don is saying, what he's trying to say is that there's this expectation now for you to win the league. After the last 2 seasons of finishing second and being close, if you finish the 3rd season and still don't win the league, but you only come away with the EFL Cup, by the standards of your Real Madrids and your Bayern Munichs and all them that we're supposed to compete for with this fancy new stadium new stadium that we got in 2006, by that standard, not even an EFL Cup would cut it. That's what he's trying to say.
Together now for nearly 5 years. It's going to be 5 years next month with Arteta. Yeah, for you to say, oh yeah, if he gets the Carabao Cup, keep it. But then trying to get onto Saeed for standards, right? Because you should be expecting more than that if you're talking about standards. Well, you should be expecting more.
I expect more than that.
However, this man is good enough to win the title and he ain't going anywhere, is he? Yeah, I've called him out every single day and have done since before he got the job, bro. It's been over 5 years.
Carabao with the job.
Because
Because anyone who watches me knows I'm all about trophies. I don't give a shit what trophy it is, unless it's the plate. I don't want that plate. That's a glorified soccer. But
Now.
Ah!
That's another case of where I disagree with Lee. And to be honest, it's not just him. It's 99% of football fans that have this mindset of the Community Shield is nothing. And it's like you have to win a league title or the FA Cup to even be in the Community Shield. The Community Shield is not something that's just handed out. Like, you don't get a random championship team in the Community Shield. Now, we know about, it was for charity and local charities and everything like that in the community, and it's played under friendly rules and blah, blah, blah. But that shouldn't still take away from what it is, because you have to win the league or the FA Cup to be in that, typically, right? You have to be the best or the second best, right, in the country to gain that. And you get that by either winning the league or the FA Cup, right? Second place, get it if the team above them wins a double. The team that finishes second in the Premier League, the team that finishes behind the team that won the league and the double, the FA Cup double, then the second place goes in, which I don't think it should be. I think it should roll to the EFL Cup winners, because they were better than the team that finished second. But anyways, but that's otherwise you're getting by the FA Cup or the Premier League. That's what somebody has to win the Community Shield, the EFL Cup, the FA Cup, and the Premier League, and the European Trophy every season. So the Community Shield is something that has to be won every season, and you're getting that by having a successful season. So I don't get how it gets spoken of the way it gets spoken of, knowing how you get in there, because you almost might as well disrespect how you get in there. You know what I mean? You could put it down to, the FA could do better with promoting the Community Shield. They could spice it up a bit more, maybe change it from a shield to an actual cup or whatever. I'd be interested to know what would change in the Community Shield to make football fans value it. Would it be stripping away the friendly rules and having it competitive rules like a normal cup final? Would it be changing what the trophy looks like from a shield to an actual cup? I'd be interested to know what it would take, because any other country, their Super Cups are, like any normal cup final. It's only in England where it's like a charity game, but somebody still has to win it every season. Somebody still has to win that. It's not like a friendly game where it's just you're just invited to participate. Like, you actually have to. Somebody has to win it every year, and UEFA and the FA even say that it is an English Super Cup. So that's how they view it, and we value a trophy that has the FA or the UEFA written on it. Basically, we value that. So why don't we value what these men say the Community Shield is? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm not in the camp of downplaying the Community Shield, because whenever we want to count trophies, Community Shield is always what's counted. But anyways, let's carry on.
A League Cup, an FA Cup, Champions League, Europa League, or the League. Yeah, whichever competition we're in, I want you to go for every one. He ain't good enough to win the fucking league. He ain't getting sacked. I've always said.
Standard FC upholds though. Standard FC upholds.
Standard FC upholds trophies.
No. Standards FC is only upheld when you are aiming to win the Premier League. Standards FC is upheld.
Now, it's not just about. Oh, I forgot to share my screen. It's not just about winning the Premier League, the Standards FC. It is about trophies. You know what I mean? Win me the trophies. Now, when it comes to like your Real Madrid, a Copa del Rey won't cut it. And the reason why that is because they win the big prizes all the time. This is why when I'm seeing Man United fans looking at the EFL Cup and the FA Cup as if that still wasn't good enough, even though Ten Hag won those in his first 2 seasons. It's like, you're not Real Madrid. That's not where you are now. So you might as well work from the ground up. You know what I mean? For all you know, Ten Hag might have actually cooked something and won either Europa League this season, because he seemed to have gone up in trophies. He seemed to be EFL Cup, then he won a better trophy in the FA Cup, getting you back-to-back finals, by the way. You know what I mean? He's the only manager since Sir Alex Ferguson to get you to back-to-back cup finals of the same competition. You know what I mean? Besides him, there was Mourinho that got you to 2 cup finals in the same season, won them both, and then got you to another cup final the season after. You know what I mean? So Ten Hag won the same amount of trophies as well. I mean, if you count the Community Shield, then Mourinho won you 3 trophies. But you get the gist.
Hell yeah. When you are aiming to win the Premier League, Standards FC or Champions League to win the Carabao Cup. I'm sorry. Lee, that's why you're wrong.
Rubbish.
True, though. Bro.
Spurs can't win a Carabao Cup this season. Have we had better years, or we've had more successful? Andrew's career at Spurs more successful than Andrew or as Arteta. Is that
Yes. If Spurs win the EFL Cup this season, and let's say we don't win anything this season, you've had a better season than us. You had a better season than what we did last season. You had a better season than what we did the season before, and the season before that, and the season before that. It's not hard to work out. If Spurs win the trophy this season, the EFL Cup, because that's the trophy they've got a chance of winning also, you've had a better season than our last 4 seasons. That's that. Doesn't matter if you finish 14th. You know what I mean? End of the day, everyone's there to win a trophy. Somebody wins it at the end of the season or mid-season, depending on what it is. You know what I mean? Like, to ask that question shows how much value the EFL Cup doesn't have amongst football fans. The fact that was a question. Nobody asks that about the Champions League. Nobody asks that about the Premier League. It's only when it comes to the FA Cup, or especially the EFL Cup.
you're going to say?
Level on 1 trophy each if we don't win one, and you do this season.
The trophy doesn't matter.
I don't give a shit what trophy is. This is what I'm saying. You guys were dismissing trophies. Yeah, making up this one. This one, that one's better. Obviously, I want to win the league. No, I want to win.
But the thing is, they're saying they're not dismissing it, but they technically are. Technically, you could say I am by saying that if Arteta just wins it, I still want him gone. But I've explained why I want him gone. I've explicitly explained why. If you just win 1 trophy, still want you on. I want 2. But that's just me, though. I'm only speaking for me. But I have my reasons as to why. Because I'm looking at the last few seasons. And I feel as a fan, especially what we've seen our rivals do, we're at least owed 2 trophies in 1 season. Of any kind. It's not like I'm here saying, win me the league title and the Champions League or else. You know what I mean? Nope, I'm asking any double. He could finish behind Slot. He could finish behind Maresca. But if he wins 2 trophies, he can stay. But winning 1 after all that, Arteta's gonna have to just win trophies every season going forward. You know what I mean? Because we know he's gonna stay if he wins a trophy. We know that. Come on. What's going on? Come on. Well, we know Arteta's gonna stay if am I paused or something on here? The hell's going on?
in the league. I want my team to win the league. I've seen us win 5 of them. 5. Because I'm that old. Now, I've never seen us win the Champions League because we're not good at it. However, yeah, I'm not dismissing League Cups, mate. I get the every year when this fucking knocks us out. Yeah. Against Brighton, West Ham. Yeah. Why? Because it's a trophy. Yeah. And the game is about trophies, bro. No matter how many times we want to dress it up for the League Cup shit. Well, I've seen us win 2 of them. Yeah, I've seen my club win 2 of them.
And that's the only 2 that we've won in our history. You know what I mean? The only 2 we've won in our history.
Crying to me, and I'm not having it.
I've been in Wembley for the last 2 finals against Chelsea. I've seen my team win the League Cup in the flesh twice. I don't this cup any trade. And when I go into season, I want to win the Liverpool. I want to win the cup, bro. I want to win all of the. The thing is, people think Klopp always went all for them. The start of his tenure league, he didn't. He focused on the main 2. It's only when he started to realize, you know, it's
He focused on the main 2, but he got you to the EFL Cup final and Europa League Cup final in his first 3 quarters of the season. So he did try and win them, the smaller trophies, as some might point out. He did try, but then when it came to after that, he focused on getting top 4, and then it was the case of, okay, I'm trying to win the Champions League, and then it's a case of, right, I'm trying to win the league, and then he won the Champions League, and then he won the league. Then nothing happened in 2021, and then he started going for the EFL Cup and FA Cup. Ended up chasing a quadruple, almost did it.
team. Vicky beat up. Let's start to win others, and he did, which I respect him for. When I go to season, I want to win all 4 trophies. I'm not discounting the League Cup. What I'm trying to say is, you're about Standards FC. It's the degree of the trophy. Champions League and Prem, they're like the pinnacle. So for you to, I understand you want to win Carabao, but for that to keep him in the job, you should obviously want the 2 biggest. That shouldn't be enough to keep Arteta in the job. Because you've already seen another guy.
No, I hear what you're saying, but I've always said, yeah, that when a manager gets a job, he's got 2 years to win a trophy or should be sacked.
I remember you saying
Yeah. And I've also said a manager that goes 2 years without a trophy should be sacked. Well, he ain't gone anywhere. So now win a trophy, you can stay again then.
You see, that's where I differ again, right? Because obviously he's true on what he said, you know. Because those of you that may have watched his content,
I've seen him do it.
Right? A manager's got 2 years to win a trophy, otherwise get out, right? But Lee said, we know Arteta's not going anywhere, which we do know he's not going anywhere. So he's saying, win me a cup and you can stay. For me, I know he's not going anywhere. Yes, I do know that if he wins a cup, he's definitely not going anywhere. But for me, after the last few seasons, and what I'm seeing my rivals do, nope. Win me 2. Because I'm still going to want you out otherwise. I'm still going to want you out otherwise. You know what I mean? And I know some people might look at it like, but after the last 2 seasons, no, the last 2 seasons of being in the title race, but the last 4 seasons, since he won the FA Cup, the goofiness and everything like that, the last 2 seasons of trying to win the league, you trying to win the league and being top of the league like that, and the way he fucked that up, the way he fucked it up, yeah, I feel I'm owed a bigger compensation for that as a fan, but that's just me.
I'm not going to change my mind on that, bro. I've said the same thing for 5, 6, 7 years since I've been doing YouTube.
Have you now accepted that your owners just aren't going to sack him?
Yeah, that's why I say Conky out on the end of every video, bro. Because he's shit. They don't give a shit. But they've openly come out, Jules, and said before, they're not here to win trophies. Yeah, they're not. They've said it before. Yeah, the thing is, I can go at Arteta all the time, yeah, right? But he's got to get sacked. He ain't going to leave, is he? Yeah, so the people that sack him in the hierarchy is Conky out. Yeah, and I said it this summer.
But Matt Lee, but the thing is, though, by you saying, yeah, if he wins the Carabao Cup, yeah, but you're going to give him extra time, bro. You're giving him more time when you believe you're going to win the league.
Yeah, because it's a trophy. Yeah, I'm not going to say 7 years straight saying win trophies.
Let's talk about saying.
Yeah, let's talk about the game.
Let's talk about XG. We talked about XG earlier. You know what I'm saying?
I only wanted this portion of the video anyway, so yeah. But yeah, as Lee said, it is about trophies. And let's just say Arteta wins the EFL Cup this season and he don't win anything else, right? If he was to win another trophy next season, let's just say Arteta's going to win the EFL Cup this season, right? That on its own, right? I'm still going to want Arteta gone. I'm still going to be like, I'm still, you know, after the last few seasons, you're just giving us just that after all this time. You know, I don't want to disrespect the EFL Cup. You know what I mean? I don't want to disrespect it, but it's not. I'm looking at how we got here. You know what I mean? Because he should have been winning the EFL Cups since he won the FA Cup. He should have been doing that. You know what I mean? But if somebody said he'll win just the EFL Cup this season, but next season he's going to win another trophy, and it's highly likely that he might win a trophy the season after, then I'll say, you know what? Then I'll say, all right, Arteta in then. But I don't know what he's going to do next season like that. You know what I mean? I don't know if following this season, if he's going to win another one, or if it's going to be a case of like when he won the FA Cup and did fuck all after it. You see what I'm saying? But I feel I have my own personal valid reason as to why I would still want Arteta out, even if he wins just one trophy this season, because I've been wanting 2 trophies. You know what I mean? I'm sick of seeing my rivals do things I want us to do. You know what I mean? Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, Man City. You know what I mean? What they all have in common is we've all watched them win multiple trophies inside a season since the last time Arsenal did it. And that doesn't sit well with me. But let me know what you guys think. Anyways, I'm done with this reaction. Like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow all the socials. The link is in the description below. I was going to actually download, because obviously I forgot to tell you guys this is not live. But I was going to then download it and edit it some more, but I don't think I'm going to now. It's like nearly 45 minutes in, so I'm just going to set this to Premiere. And yeah, I'm going to set it to Premiere before the Champions League match tonight, because we'll play Monaco tonight. And then I'll be back for the live stream for my match reaction. So I'll catch you guys in the next one for the match reaction tonight, where hopefully we're beating Monaco. Peace.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
Come and find me. I'm in the car park now.
because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.